Alright, what's up guys? NinjaDeathStrike here, bringing you some more Pokemon Showdown battles. Still in RU for the next couple weeks. I have this week and next week ready to go in RU, then maybe we'll hop down to NU. We'll have to see what I feel like, but I'm going to be down here on the bottom for this first match. My team has some guys on it. I feel like a lot of them are new. Aromatisse was one of the only fairies available in RU, so I figured I'd give it a try. We have Sandslash, since he can set up rocks and spin. Trying him out instead of Dugtrio. Moltres, Melodic, I put on the team as soon as I realized that it was legal in RU. I don't think it is anymore, but have it on here for this battle because it's impossible to kill. So my opponent's team, unsurprisingly, also full of guys. Xatu, who's incredible. I am surprised that I'm not using Xatu in RU since I do love a magic bouncer. And Muck is a really big presence in RU right now. I've found anyhow. He's quite problematic for this team, and then these guys. He's got the fire, water, grass core going on. So let's get into the match, see how it goes. It's been a while since I've watched these, so I'm not sure what's going to happen. I'm going to lead with Cofagrigus up against Lapras. That seems like a fine matchup to me, so I'm just going to stay in, go for the easy knockoff, figure it's a safe move at this point. I'll get something regardless. It looks like he is not really interested in switching out, so he's just going to stay in and try and damage Cofagrigus. It's actually not a bad idea since Cofagrigus doesn't have a reliable means of recovery. He has Pain Split, but that's not that great. So going to go ahead Pain Split, get my health back up, and then switch into Aromatisse. Set up a Wish. That's the main reason I wanted her on the team. I love having a Wish passer, especially in the lower tiers. You know, I use Umbreon and UU, and he just does all kinds of work. So figured I'd try out Aromatisse, try for the Stealth Rocks here, completely forgetting what Xatu does. That was really stupid on my part. I should have known that. So I'm going to set up rocks on myself while taking poison damage. I do get the chance to spin them away here, but that was not the best move. Luckily, I'm not going to make the same mistake twice, and I switch into Aromatisse as he's going to go back into Xatu trying to bounce my rocks again. So Nightshade does a bit, not too much though. And I'll probably just throw a Wish up in the air again. He's going to go into Muck. Muck is a pretty big problem. And I'm going to get Sandslash poisoned again. So that's fine. This time I'm going to predict the Xatu to come in, which is great. I get to hit it with a Stealth Rock. I get to hit it with a Stone Edge, but unfortunately he has Roost, so that plan is not going to work. He's just going to be able to Roost stall me if I try and stay in. The Xatu is a really big pain in my butt. It's basically cock-blocking my entire team, so that's fun. He's going to get some switch initiative here as he switches Cacturne into Melodic. Luckily, my Melodic is a fully defensive variant. I'm going to be able to take that C-Bomb, do lots of damage to it with an Ice Beam in return, and then I can switch into Sceptile on the predicted grass move and get a chance to set up. So I go for Dragon Claw here because I didn't have Earthquake. I don't know why I didn't have Earthquake. I wasn't ready for Muck. This is my first battle where I had to face Muck in RU, and my team is just completely unprepared to deal with him outside of Sandslash. So all I had to do was Dragon Claw, and it does nothing. Then he kills me with a poison move. So that's bad. What's good is that I get Moltres in and I'm able to set up a sub, so that's going to be really hard for him to deal with. Sub Moltres is always a threat. It was even a threat in UU last gen. The Xatu refuses to die. It's got all the defenses in everything, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do, but I'm at least going to make him stay in and break my sub. Go for the Air Slash here, miss, which is great because that was actually a chance to kill him. I could have flinched him and then he'd be dead. But I miss instead. He gets to U-turn out. Goes into that guy, Zangoose, and I predict the normal move here. I'm able to switch into Cofagrigus. However, it's got knockoff. Of course it has knockoff. Everything has knockoff. And I die. So that didn't work out as good as I was hoping, but I still have Moltres at a high amount of health, and I feel like Moltres is probably going to be the only way I have to win this match, so that's a good thing. But I do lose Cofagrigus, which is not a good thing. I'm going to go into Melodic here. I'm going to try and burn this muck. I don't know. Maybe if I get residual damage, it will die. But Cacturn has water absorb now. See, I don't know anything about these Pokemon because I don't use them. So I make all kinds of awesome mistakes in this match. I feed that Cacturn some delicious, refreshing water. I basically heal it, and now Zatu's back in, and it's walling the crap out of me again. So that was good. I get a flinch here, which is great, but I'm actually going to need a second one to be able to successfully kill this thing, and that doesn't happen. So I don't really have a plan. The only thing I can do is try and flinch it to death. I do still have aromatase, so hopefully I can aromatherapy at some point to get rid of all these toxics, but that's pretty much the only chance I have. And Zangoose is going to do a good job of making sure that doesn't happen because he will kill aromatase on sight, like right now. He's going to switch out, though, which I find interesting. I'm pretty sure Faucade probably just kills me there, but I had to risk it. It does allow me to heal my guys, and I can go into Sandslash to try and threaten out Muck. I thought he might switch here, but I didn't predict him to... Well, I killed Xatu, so I can finally get my Stealth Rocks up, and then I get frozen, so I can't kill Muck anymore. That's sweet. Gonna basically have to switch in Aromatisse into something that has a super effective attack just to try and cure Sandslash. So sweet. Now I can maybe threaten him out. Yep, but he stays in. He's gonna go for Ice Punch. I survive it. That's not bad. So I will be able to take out this Muck, which is another big part of his defensive core. And again, I'm just trying to get it to a point where maybe Moltres can win the day, because that's basically all I have going for me at this point. The rest of my team was completely ineffective against most of his guys. I go into Aromatisse here. I'm not sure why I did that. I should have just gone straight into Moltres, but strange. I'm going to set up a sub. That Dark Pulse, was not expecting that. I didn't know Ninetales learned Dark Pulse, so... yeah, that hurts, but I do have Roost on the set, which is great. It's going to basically allow me to stall this Ninetales out through a series of substitutes and Roost. Since he has Life Orb, he's just going to kill himself, and then if I can either be at almost full health or have a sub up, I have a pretty good chance to be able to win. So he is going to switch out here. I believe I'll probably go for sub. I do. So that turns out to be a great turn for me. He probably should have stayed in and just attacked so that I would be at lower health. Like at that point there was no way for him to attack where I didn't end with the sub up because he was faster than me. But instead I got to be at almost full health and have a sub, but then Zangoose just killed me. So doesn't matter. Didn't matter at all. Yeah. That was a pretty rough match. I mean, it was a lot closer than a 2-0, or it was not as close as it looked. I feel like I got beaten pretty soundly, and the team needs some work. Muck and Xatu were just a giant pain in the butt that I could not break through, but pretty good match for him. Moving on to the second one, here we go. I got Dugtrio back. I was not impressed with Sandslash. Trying out Volibee for that sweet knockoff Roost weather protection stuff going on. And Gastrodon. I tried out Gastrodon. Get some ground typing, a little more ground typing in there instead of Melodic. I think both of them are good. Melodic's probably better, but I wanted to give Gastrodon a try. Again, I was just experimenting, trying to find a team that I liked. So these guys are going to change a lot. My opponent's team is down here. We've got some very heavy hitters in RU. Moltres, Drapion, Rhyperior, Escavalier, even Jellicent. You know, it was really hard to kill. Jellicent was OU last gen. It's all the way down in RU now. It's very bulky. But the prevalence of knockoff, I'm assuming, is what's done it in. So it's funny how Ghost got some pretty nice advantages on paper this gen, and then just got completely wrecked by everything and its mother carrying knockoff. So you have to be a really good Ghost now, and Jellicent just isn't quite there. It's not quite good enough. He's going to lead with Rapier. I'm going to lead with Volibee. Going to knock off his leftovers, which is nice. He's going to set up Stealth Rocks. I believe I do have Defog on that Volibee set, so I'm not too worried about the rocks. I should be able to take care of them, and Volibee hopefully will have the bulk to be able to roost off the switch-in damage. So he's going to poison Gastrodon as I switch it in, and then I'm going to poison his Jellicent as he switches that in. So we're going to exchange statuses. Then he's going to burn me. One thing I've noticed about these lower tier matches is that it is all about status. It's just crippling. Everything is going to be statused at all times. That's kind of how it works. So something to be aware of. It's really annoying. Not my favorite, but whatever. Volbee's dead. It did get the rocks off the field, but Rhyperier's still alive, so there's no guarantee that they're going to stay off the field. I do get a free turn here to set up my own Stealth Rocks, which is great. Predict his status and switch in to the guy that is already status, so I'm able to block that Will-O-Wisp. Now, I can't really do anything against Jellicent. My most effective attack is Ice Beam, which did a whopping 5.9%. However, maybe I can roost. Maybe I can recover Stolen, but I can't because I get disabled. So, sweet. I have to switch in Sceptile, and now he's statused and burned and useless. We're doing really well today with the matches. I do predict his Protect. I get up a Swords Dance. That's going to help mitigate the burn slightly, but Escavalier is going to come in. I don't think I can hurt it. I have an Earthquake. A crit does 38%, so yeah. Sceptile is basically useless anyhow, though, because of the burn, so I'm just going to leave him into Death Fodder. It does give me a free switch into Moltres, which is great. Rather than go right for the sub, I decide not to get tricky, just go for a Flamethrower, deal a lot of damage to whatever comes in, and then take it from there. I thought Rhyperior was probably going to come in and setting up a sub wouldn't be the best idea, because if he has Rock Blast, I die. So it worked out. I'm able to kill Jellicent, which is nice. I mean, it's dead. I don't have a spinner, so I don't have to worry about that, but it's nice to get him out of the way. He's going to rapid spin away my rocks, and I'm going to set them right back up, and then he's going to kill me with a high jump kick. So I got a decent amount of damage in on him. I'm not sure it was worth trading my Doug Trio, though. And now I have to kill this thing, which is going to be a problem. He does set up Stealth Rocks again. Both of our spinners, well, his spinner's still alive technically, but mine's dead, so those rocks are not going anywhere anytime soon. That's going to seriously inhibit Moltres' abilities to switch in and out, which is a problem because, once again, it's the only thing on my team that can do anything at this point in the game. Sceptile has died both matches and not contributed very much, so I don't remember if I keep him on the team or not, but he's definitely not pulling his weight right now. As Cavalier comes in, I'm going to switch into Gastrodon, basically as Death Fodder. It'll allow Moltres to switch in with enough health to be useful. Again, we're not getting fancy here, we're just killing things. His own Moltres is going to come in, and we possibly have a speed tie. I don't know, he might be faster. He goes for Hurricane, meaning that he might be Scarfed, but he misses because it's Hurricane, and that's what happens. So I survive, I take him out with a Air Slash, and then I get crit and a die. Sweet. That crit probably mattered quite a bit. I'm able to burn this Drapion, and it's now Cofagrigus against the world. He has Swords Dance, so that's probably not going to work how I want it to. It really depends on if Hitmonlee has any way to damage me, because I might be able to take down this Drapion. Maybe. Nope, I'm dead. So there we go. That's the match. 2 losses today because this is RU and I suck at it. So that's why we're not going to see a whole lot more RU. But at least they were both pretty good games. I feel like I was pretty soundly beaten in both of them. I just got behind and couldn't claw my way back out. I'm not sure what's going on with my team. Probably didn't have enough status on it. Or set up sweepers, or I don't know. That's my problem with RU. I don't know how to play it. So 2 losses today. 1 more week of RU. I'm not sure how that goes. We'll find out next week, I guess. I hope you guys enjoyed these videos. Give a thumbs up if you did. Feel feel free to leave a comment. Check out the links in the description. I guess we'll do a question of the day today. What's your favorite Pokemon? Go. Later, guys.